How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing this afternoon? How y'all doing this morning? Whenever this video may find you. This is episode 11 and Black People, This Is Why. This is a series I created that I'm using as a master class to teach people, black people, number one, on how to conduct themselves when they have any type of interaction with law enforcement. The do's and the don'ts. Right? Also, and really would make me name it Black People This Is Why, because a lot of our people seem not to understand why certain things happen, certain things take place when one of us have an interaction with law enforcement. A lot of us were raised to hate cops. Some of us may have been in bad situations and had bad experience with cops. And 9 times out of 10, maybe it was because our attitude, because again, we already got that bad energy, right? Energy is a real thing. In other words, whenever you go into any type of environment, if you go with a negative energy, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get negative energy out of the situation. And our community, the black community, have a negative view of law enforcement, right? Do they have bad officers? Absolutely. But I will stand here and say it's way more good than bad. There's bad preachers, there's bad doctors, there's bad in everything. It's nothing that is all good. But do they have more bad cops than good cops? Absolutely not. And whoever's teaching you that, and if you're teaching that to your children, you are very erroneous in that teaching. And also, I want to let black people know, because black people get pulled over by these officers and they have that energy, and what they'll say is, I know my rights. So let's address that. First of all, majority, I would say almost 90 or more percent of black people do not know. Matter of fact, not just black people, anybody. They actually don't really know their rights because they didn't go and study those rights, do any type of research about rights. Only reason they say that is from what their mom said, what Papa said, what they say on TikTok. And majority of these people are all emotion based. There's no such thing as they don't have a right to do this. The police are an authoritative figure of the community. That's just how it works. And any type of authoritative figure, just like at your job, the boss, the manager, the lead, these are authoritative figures at your job. When they come to you, they tell you what to do. They ask for certain information, and you have a choice to give it to them or not. But then you'll be in subordination, something like that. Y'all know what I mean? Because you didn't. Everywhere we go, we have authoritative figures, and the police officers of our community, the law enforcement, sheriff, are the authoritative figures of the community. So when they approach you, whether you feel like it's just or unjust, you have to follow their direct verbal orders. If you feel that they are treating you wrong or they're wronging you, trust and believe. Get their badge number, and it will be taken care of and investigated by their local enforcement, by whatever department that they're part of. This is why now the body cam is mandatory for all. It wasn't always mandatory for all officers. Maybe the supervisor or the K9, but now all officers must have body cam. If they do not, if they are on duty without a body cam, they can be sanctioned and eventually terminated. And also, it has to be understood that in certain situations, such as, but not limited to, the severity of the crime, the immediacy of the threat, actively or any type of form of resisting arrest, attempting to evade arrest by police, by flight, or just being too rough, just not complying, they have the right to use excessive force. This is what people do not know. They have the right to do certain things to bring you under subjection. And it's not just tasing you. right? Now, shooting you is worst case scenario. If you seem to have a weapon to hurt them, they can. But other than that, they shouldn't shoot you. But outside of shooting you, anything that they do, if they end up using their fist, closed fist, open fist, whatever, in certain situations, these things are legal. This is what you have to know, and this is what these videos about. This is what these episodes are being brought to you by. And I use real life situations to show y'all what was done right and what was done wrong. So I'm gonna get into today's episode. Today's episode, again, I don't watch these videos before, but it's about a 16-year-old girl. It says the most entitled 16-year-old ever. I don't know what's gonna happen, but let's get into it. Get the off me! Okay, 3 seconds in, I see this not gonna go right. You have a 16-year-old girl talking to police very, very disrespectfully. And I know people may say, well, we don't know why she's doing that. Under no circumstances you talk to police, authoritative figures of any magnitude that way, especially as you're a 16-year-old child, right? But we don't know what happened, so let's get into it. But again, I want to say this too. 9 times out of 10, she's black, and of course, she's probably have an already negative view on police, which is hereditary from her mom, from her grandfather, from her older siblings, from TV, right? So, but let's continue.
On 25th of July, 2023, officers were dispatched to a school in reference to a suspended student who was refusing to leave the premises.
She's walking wherever she wants. She's on the phone with mom. She's suspended.
Okay, where are you trying to get her to?
I want her at Lipa's office. At this point now, she needs to go to the front office.
All right, I'm going to tell
This is why we have to teach our children, especially our daughters. You know, I do understand that women are emotional and impulsive in some situations. I do get that. We have to teach our children at home conflict resolution within thyself. Everything does not call for you to be overly emotional. Now, this young lady was suspended from school. She went to the school. And now, however long she was suspended for, 9 times out of 10, that suspension is about to turn to an expulsion, which means she's going to have to either do one or two things: redo the school year or just all of drop out. And I've seen that happen in a lot of situations. But all because of her actions. Whatever action that she was suspended for, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to see it. Deal with your suspension and keep it moving. You went to the school for whatever reason. Now this situation seems that it's about to turn bad. Now I see right here, say kicks officer. So I don't know if that's just, hopefully that's not right. Because if this girl kicked this officer, I just don't know how this is going to turn. But I digress. Let's continue.
I'm going to tell you, okay?
You probably want to get the phone over to corporal so you can talk to mom. Or I can talk to mom.
Either we go to the front office or they've already said, all right, they've already said you're suspended. So if you go in that building, I'm going to put you in cuffs.
They're literally on me right now. Back the up.
All right, nope.
So think about this. Let's just think about this for a second. You know, and I'm not going to judge this young lady because she's a minor. She's 16, but I will say this. She apparently has no respect for the teachers. Now she's showing all of us that she has no respect for the police. So when we see this, what do we say? We say her parents are doing a horrible job. Well, I think we can all agree on that. Whatever it is, whether it be neglect, whether it be that they don't have enough time to even tend to her to see that she has this problem, which is most cases, our parents know. Our parents know. And I don't like to judge people, especially a child, because these children, especially these poor black children, I know how black people are. Yeah, what about the white? This is not about white people today. Stay with me. Our people, our children, man, they're going through so much. Our poor children are going through so much because they have a lot of situations in our community where the parents they didn't want to be parents. You had a guy who wanted sex, a woman who wanted a relationship, or financial aid or whatever. But we have a lot of children being produced in our community who wasn't brought here for love. They wasn't brought here to love. They was brought here with no plan, and now the mom got to work all this time. The child is left to themselves. The father is wherever he at, maybe taking care of another family and moving family to family. We don't know. And so these children are raised by themselves, and we know the scriptures say a child that left to himself will bring you to open shame. And so these children are just going out of control. And then, not to mention, there's so much stuff going on in our community where we have a lot of women who they on social media twerking. They on social media with OnlyFans. These women have children that are in high school, children that are in elementary school. And some of these children know this, and these children are. I just don't understand. I remember I used to judge them. I did used to judge these young children who had attitudes and who was always fighting. But when I realized the parents of these children and the thing that these parents put their children through, psychosocial, meaning not just psychologically but physically, right? Most of them, I hate to say what I'm about to say, they don't care about these children. These children are not loved, they're neglected. They only here for financial aid and pity parties. Whenever they get in a situation where they want to get out, it's my children, right? And you know what the financial aid is: the income tax return bracket at the beginning of the year, where they get thousands of dollars for these children, and in most cases do nothing for the children but what they have to. They get hundreds of dollars of money, food stamp, they get welfare, they get Section 8, they get all kind of benefits for having these children, and that's it. They have no plan for these children's future. They don't love these children because, again, if you love somebody, you're going to protect them and you're going to do anything for them. And as a child, as your parent, you should be willing to sacrifice your life for your children. And I'm saying that literally, meaning you should do everything you can to make sure these children, but I've seen different in so many situations. And so all of these children are put in. The bad thing about it is all of these children are brought together in Section 8 communities, black schools. And you have all these neglected, angry children, angry because their parents are projecting anger on them. They're single mothers who is overworked and stressing and just got to do all kind of stuff because she made a bad decision with the man that she chose to reproduce with. Also, some of the things that these women are doing, these women date multiple men. The children sit there and they see all of these different men come in and out of the house. This affects these children because it angers them because it's like, where my daddy? Then you messing with all these men, and then these women think these children are slow. They know why all these men is going in your room, and then some of these women is in these toxic relationships, and the children is angry because they can't do nothing to help their mama when she getting talked to like a dog. In some cases, getting hands put on her by this new guy, and she just want a man, so she dealing with it. But the children hate the man, but they can't do nothing. So what they do is they take all that anger and they go to school with it. They take all that anger and go to the local fair with it. They take all that anger everywhere they go, and there's a whole bunch of children like them. And when they get together, atomic bomb. But this young lady at 16 years old who doesn't respect her teacher, she's on suspension, and now she's showing no respect for the police officer. It's just a very sad situation. And if this young lady don't get herself together, we can all see what her future is going to look like. And in my humble opinion, I don't think that's her fault. Eventually, at some point as adults, we have to take responsibility for our actions, and we can't keep blaming our parents, some people would say. But thing that happened in your childhood that's very traumatic can last for a lifetime. And then people start doing drugs and they try to get all of these band-aids. Right? There's a lot of people in our community right now who are grown-ups and they still dealing with untreated trauma because they put band-aids on it. What are those band-aids, Vernon? Those band-aids are getting high every day on marijuana, getting drunk every day, partying, relationships, going to see psychiatrists and getting all these different medications, Xanax and all these things when they have to go to God. And that's easier said than done. You got to find somebody who may be really anointed, which is more actors than anointed preachers today to lay their hands on you. And children, what I'm about to say, some children, is something that they don't understand. You have to come to God. You have to put your face to the ground and come to God and say, look, God, I give up. Whoever you are, no matter how you are, look, Lord, I give up. This is yours at this point on. Cry out to God. And I promise He's going to come close to you. And you're going to know it because you're going to feel it. But I understand that everybody can't really do that right now. They got to get off the drugs first now. Well, they don't got to get off the drugs first. You come to God as you are. Let me make sure I say that. You come to God as you are. But I'm just saying that, when you come to God, that's another experience that can be hard to do because God is there and He's there immediately. But again, a lot of these children don't even have a relationship by God. They don't know nothing about God. God is not being taught in their homes, right? But let's continue, man. I digress. I want to get back into this video. I just wanted to say that, man. I had to get that off my chest. But let's continue.
Off me, bro! Get off me!
Stop.
Get the off me!
Stop.
Get off of me! Ooh. Oh my! Get the off me!
Stop. Stop.
Get off of me! Off of me!
Stop.
And this is another thing I gotta say. You got these young ladies. Nobody knows what this young lady is going through mentally. No one knows. She could have been sexually molested in her life. No one. See, and this is the issue that I like. This is what I bring up. No one knows this young lady's issue. No one knows, right? But the problem with that is when they go out into the world, see, police officers are not social workers. They're not psychiatrists. They're not people who, that's not their job. Their job is not to sit you on their couch, sit you on their lap and say what's wrong. Their job is to, when they're called, to get to restore order. That's their job. So you got a lot of people in our community who, again, are dealing with a lot of untreated mental illness. And sometimes this comes out at the workplace. Sometimes this come out in different situations. And now police are called and they got to deal with the situation at hand. Right. And it's not their job to try to talk. Sometimes they will be kind of, but in some situations, they got to do what they got to do. And everybody is watching what happened in the situation. The officer came in and tried to, but she wouldn't, and now the situation, this girl's on the ground and just she troubled. And it's just so sad to see this, man, because it's happening all over the world to our children. And it seems like nobody seems to care. The people who are, and this is why I have no respect for our so-called leaders like the Barack Obamas, the Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jacksons, the black preachers for the most part, because these are the things that they're not addressing. They're telling you that it's white people, it's white people, it's white people, it's white people, it's white people. And they're never telling you to look in the mirror and try to fix what we have going on in our community, starting with our children. No one knows what this child is going through, and no one knows what any of them are going through. But when they get in a situation where they coming from, and some of them, especially the young men, every day are throwing away their whole life at 15, 16, 17 to the justice system. One mistake. Then they done killed another young black man. And now everybody lose. Their family lose, his family lose. One of them lost their life, one of them going to the system for so long. The next time you see him, if you see him, he gonna be walking with a cane. This is what we have in our community and nobody is talking about it. But I digress. Because again, the issue that we have, once we make it to the police hands, they gotta do their job. They gotta do their job and they gotta be safe. And we need them and we need to respect them. But again, once you get in their situation, it's over with in most cases. Like this situation, this young lady could have been avoided. The people that asked her to leave, the teacher, she could have just left, dealt with her suspension and came back. Couldn't have been for no more than 2 or 3 days. Now she probably about to get expelled. I'm sure she's about to get a charge because they say she kicked her. And I'm almost positive, she might be going to juvenile. It's just a sad situation, but let's continue.
Get the off!
Okay, see, now the officer is losing his cool. And I'm looking at her mouth. She had braces, so she don't come from no rink. I'm not saying her people are rich, but I mean, they have some type of finance. I know, braces, you can do payment plans and all of that. I do understand it. Don't mean our family rich, don't mean nothing. They could be in poverty. But I'm just saying, at least they taking care of her teeth, and at least they took the initiative to do that. So that said that she come from a home that at least is some form of love there. But let's continue.
He needs to get off of me, bro. Just bang the out of my head. He just got banged the fuck out of my head. Get the off of me. Bro, my head literally is
All right, get on your stomach.
Get the off of me. I'm not doing shit, bitch.
Get on your stomach.
He needs to get off of me.
Get on your stomach.
Get the off of me. He literally banged the out of my head. Get me the off the ground. Get the fuck off of me, bro. It's the end. No, my mom is calling me. Stop.
Told you were suspended. You're asked to go to the front office. You were asked to go to the front office.
Off of me. Get the off of me, bro. You're weird. Get the off of me. No, get the off.
The girl refused to comply, and at several points struck the officer in an attempt to get him off of her.
Oh, get the off. Get the off of me. I don't give a listen, stop touching me.
All right, get on your
You're
stomach.
literally touching me right now, dog.
Your stomach.
Off of me. I'm not going nowhere till my mom gets here, bro. What the
That's not how this
It's not
works.
your choice. You need to do what he's asking.
You're doing this for no reason right now. Nigga. Get the fuck off of me, bro.
That's right. You can't let on a throw for his own. 300 to building.
And that's another thing I be noticing about some of these videos and how it's spirits, it's evil spirits in these individuals that these officers interact with. A normal 16-year-old girl, how easy it would be for a man to just automatically just put her in cuffs but this man is actually struggling with her. That's not her. That's those spirits that's inside of her, right? I've noticed that because I've had women I've dealt with, but I'm not gonna get off on all that. But it's crazy, man. That it's just so sad. Like he's having because he's not struggling with just her. He's struggling with these evil spirits that's all inside this poor little girl for who knows why. Well, let's continue.
Resisting him?
He needs to off of me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Please get off me. I don't like it. I can't breathe. I please don't like it. Okay, I'll get off. Just please stop. Okay, I'll get the
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not getting on the floor. Pick me up and I'll put them behind my back. I will once I get the up.
That's not going to be a choice.
Oh my God, I'm not going on my back. Just give me handcuffs and hang on. He's pushing me down though. I can't get up.
Give me your arms.
I'm not getting on the floor. I'm just getting the up.
Get me your arms.
I'm
No, you're not getting up.
He just said I can. He's not pushing me on the ground. He's not
All right,
up.
put your hands behind your back.
I'm gonna stand the what the to do.
No, I said no.
I don't give a you handcuff me. No one's taking it that serious, nigga. Throw this up. Y'all are so unnecessary. Y'all are all in my that was unnecessary as I was walking the actually. Now I have to put me on the ground, bitch.
Are your teams ready to play with Microsoft 365? We're ready for anything over here. I mean,
I was walking the actually. Now I have to put me on the ground, bitch.
That's 037. I got one to say.
Reason right now. Why are you doing that? Tighter. No one's doing anything. Bro, you're tightening it for no reason right now. Oh my God. Can you loosen it? There's no reason for that.
else.
Stop pushing me around on toilet.
Anybody environment?
Are you copy?
No, stop. What's pinching me?
I'll be able to fix it.
No, it's pinching me right now.
I'll be able to fix it in there.
No, fix it right the now. Unnecessary. I don't know what the I'm doing. Shit, school.
Go ahead.
Can't do y'all worry about the
Doing 2 second call.
Y'all arrested me for y'all so dumb.
Everybody else on it.
Shortly after, the girl's mother arrived at the school.
Good.
I'm gonna go down here, take a right, and take a left.
Soon other officers arrived on the scene to transport the girl to jail.
You got your pair?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these off you. You're gonna put your hand on top of your head afterwards, okay? That way we put different ones on.
Go to SSG121.
That hand top of your head. Put it on top of your head first.
So her mom, as you can see, is white. So that tells us that her father is black. So we already kind of, I hate to be negative, but I have to be real. We know in most of these situations where there's a white woman and a black man, well, I'm not gonna say in most situations, but in a lot of situations that we see, first of all, the children, they always got to go through identity crisis because they're not fully accepted by either group, and so that they deal with that. That's a situation that they personally deal with, and it's just a sad situation. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to make no because I don't know and say her dad not around. But if I had money, if I was a betting guy, I put my money that he's not around. Because, these white women, these type of white women, not all white women, but these type of white women, well, let me not get off into that. I don't want to do that. Let's just continue with the video.
That one on top of your head also.
But I know what I'm talking about because I've dated these women. I live my life off statistics and field reports. Field reports is experience. And so I can pretty much, and everyone who watching it can pretty much know what type of household she comes from. But let's continue.
So, do you want to take your bracelets off and leave with your mom, or do you want them to go with you?
Do you want to take it?
What about your neck?
Did we take it off?
Okay, they're gonna make you take all that off. Yeah, they're gonna make you take all that off.
I noticed what I will say this here, and I'm gonna give her mom credit for this. Since her mom came, she have went from 100 to 0 real quick. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but she calmed down extremely quickly when mom showed up. But let's continue.
Got some anklets. Okay, I got you. You're not gonna fall. Is that it?
Yeah, that one can't come off.
Those can't come off.
You better shove your nose ring all the way up in there. What? We'll take those nose ring? They may, I don't know.
They probably will make you take it off.
Shove it in there.
You already have the PC I gave you, right?
You have anything in your pockets? What's this?
They're gonna open it. very much.
Okay, fair enough. Just gonna make sure you don't have anything in your pockets, okay?
I think there's a mint in here.
A mint?
There's two of them.
A what?
A mint.
Like a Tic Tac or a
Memphis.
Whoops.
All the things you took from me.
Yeah, there's another one right here. Like you got a necklace or a rubber band.
So that's the bottom. She did.
What's that? Your mom? Yeah, absolutely. You want to get the rest of her stuff?
203 reference or 20. I'm going to go ahead and get you started that way.
Oh.
Verify that the signal 4 is a 81-year-old male conscious breathing.
Like I said, they'll call you here in a little bit to come pick her up. Like I said, that's if she doesn't point out. I cannot imagine with this being her first arrest that she would point out.
Okay.
So no promises because I don't have the sheet in front of me, but I could not imagine her going to JDC. So they'll most likely be calling you to pick her up to them.
Okay. All right.
Can I have you come back in with me so we can get our school paperwork? Can you let me back in the cornhole?
Yeah, I'm heading back to my office.
The girl was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen.
Well, that's it on this video, man. I think I said everything I need to say concerning this situation and future situations. But ultimately, number one, when you have any type of interaction with the police, like I say, whether it's a situation like this, and this for the youth, if they come to your school, you never fight police. Comply and cooperate, and everything will go smoother. This young lady, all she had to do when the cops came, first of all, she should have never been on the premises. And when the teachers and the higher ups at the school told her that, she should have left. But once the officers got called, all she had to do was comply with the officer, and nothing would have happened. It's nothing that they could have did but told her to leave or escorted her off the premises. That's another situation. Now, I don't know if the school would have did anything, but the officer wouldn't have had to go through all that wrestling on the ground and she kicking him and striking him or whatever, and whatever is leading her to the police station right now. So that's it on this video. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out of here.